Hey y'all, so I'm making this video because if you're like me, I've been trying to make my forever save file for a minute, but things just haven't been working out like I expected it to. I've been downloading all of these sims from the gallery, giving them makeovers, and I just couldn't fit them all in my game. And I know about MCC settings, but something really strange about that for me is that whenever I would do that, Sims that were related would suddenly become not related. So if I have, a set of parents and two kids, one kid will be related to the dad, the other kid will be related to the mom, but they're not all related, and some strange things were happening, and it was scaring me, honestly. And then on top of that, I think there was some other weird stuff going on, so I ended up having to turn those settings off. It just wasn't working for me. And then, I watched a lot of videos on it, and a lot of those videos leave out one very important step. And I understand why that is, but if you're like me and sometimes you just don't want to go full in with the MC settings, I get that. So this video is definitely for you. If you already know this, then great. I say let's just get into it real quick. I am using MC settings, but not completely. When it comes to populating my world, I'm doing it by hand. I'm doing it myself. But I do have some MC settings I want to get into first before I get into that. So we're just gonna be with Miss Combs. She's a random old lady in my save file who lives in Willow Creek. So we're gonna go into MC settings. I already have my MC settings set up, so hopefully we can get into this and it's simple. I'm only gonna hit on MC population and MC pregnancy because I don't think any of the others are that important for me for this particular video. I mean, if you want to know my settings, I can tell you, but for right now, let's just go into MC population. Okay, so first things first, I go into moving settings, and then I go to allow homeless move-in. Disable this, because if you don't, all of the sims that you drop into your save file yourself, they're just gonna start moving in, and they're not gonna just move into empty homes. They will also move in with other families, and sometimes, I don't think this was affected by this particular setting, but sometimes my families would break themselves up. It was just really weird. So I just had to get rid of all those settings. Next, I have bypass played households. This might already be enabled for everybody, but I still enabled it just in case. Okay, then for moving single sims, please disable this, because if you don't, it's gonna be a mess. So I believe this is what affected some of my families who, they were just all related, and there was maybe one or two parents, but there are a lot of the, I have this one family, most of them are adults, but they all still live together, even though they're all just family, but they would just move, and it was so strange. I ended up removing that family entirely, but I finally got to add them back. So we have that. I don't think I changed anything else in here, to be honest. Okay, this next step is very important because a lot of my sims, or a lot of NPC sims, were popping up pregnant. And not even just NPC sims, they were some sims that were my households, just not played households, that were popping up pregnant, and it was pissing me off. So go to populating settings, go to percent baby 0. Just do it. Like, that's only if you don't want babies popping up out of nowhere. I don't like that. Like, I want to decide when a family is ready to have another baby. I don't want them just doing that. I think the only sim I would be okay with pregnancy being a surprise is a current played household that I'm actively playing, and it's a oopsie, Other than that, no one can have babies. So please make that a 0. And then I also, whenever I did have my MCC settings populating sims for me, a lot of my sims were popping up old, And I found out that you should probably lower your elder percentage, so I made that 10. And then I don't know how this affects anything yet because I literally just changed this last night. But it was mind-boggling for me, honestly, because I finally ran into a simmer who showed the one step I have been digging around for. I've watched so many videos. I have Googled them, trying to read through Reddit, just nobody could tell me what I was looking for, which I will explain in a minute. Nothing else I have changed. I don't do import tray settings because I don't let MCC import my my NPC sims. I like to do it myself because one, everyone was either populating old, families were breaking themselves up, current households were getting weird, and relationships were getting really weird, and I couldn't quite understand why. And I don't really have the patience to figure that out. So I was like, I would rather just drop all of my sims into my game myself. So there's that. Okay, I was gonna show you guys my MC pregnancy settings, but I don't think anything is really different. I pretty much go by neighborhood story settings, although I don't think those were working. I'm gonna be real, I don't think those were working because sims were popping up pregnant everywhere. But I'm hoping that making baby population to 0 will help that. I'll just have to find out through time. But yeah, I don't think anything in here is important to show, so sorry about that. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go into manage households, and then we're going to drop some sims into the world. I'm gonna go into manage households and show you guys there's no one here, just Combs, other households, just EA. Now, personally, I don't delete these. I delete some of them if I remake them, but otherwise I'll just give them a makeover as they become important, if they become important in my game. But otherwise I keep them unless I just have a family or a sim who is basically the exact same person. But I otherwise don't delete them. Then we've got my household, which is again just Combs. So I'm gonna go into gallery, I'm gonna drop some sims in here, and then we'll go from there. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I put down 2 families. I put down the pancakes, and I put down some random NPCs. I put down the pancakes because I want to show you guys how I do it if it's a family that already exists within EA. So I'll just go ahead and delete them. And then this is the important part. So first things first, wherever you drop them, just go ahead and evict them, unless you want them to stay wherever you drop them. Like if you drop the pancakes in Willow Creek and you want them to stay in the house you chose, just leave them there. But I'm gonna go ahead and evict everyone, especially NPCs. You do not want them living in any particular world if you want them to populate anywhere. Because I do use a mod that keeps sims from one world from going to another unless I allow that world to be connected. So if I'm playing in Evergreen Harbor and all of my NPCs are in Newcrest, I'm not gonna see them because I don't have those worlds connected in my game. Which I can do a different video for that if you're interested, because I have used 2 different ones, and the one I'm currently using is a little bit better because there's one mod that's so good that the game feels empty because they don't allow it in such a strict way. But the one I'm using now is a little bit softer on the game. So if you're interested in that, then I can tell you. But yeah, so once everyone has been evicted, you go to manage households. Y'all, I feel like this sounds so stupid because maybe I should have known it. It's kind of obvious now that I know. But this is a step that no one shows. So I would fill up my entire households. Where it says my households, I would fill this entire thing up. Go to 200 max, and I couldn't even fit half the sims I had created. And it was killing me inside because I wanted all of these really nice sims to show up and not EA's ugly generated townies. But I just couldn't figure it out. And people were leaving this step out. So this is for you. This is for those of you who we're also looking for this, because you're not alone. So right here, the little hearts, you just push that and it sends it to the other household, therefore unplayed. Therefore you can worry less about EA's randomly generated townies if you fill up the other households as much as possible. I'm sure EA will still find a way to generate, but it'll probably be slower and less frequent. So yeah, that's really it. But this is a step that no one shows ever. This is also really great because you don't need a mod to do it. So for anyone who uses a console, which I get it because I used to be a console player, but at the time I used to also be a Mac player up until literally this summer. So, or not even summer, up until literally this fall. And I just didn't worry about townies. I didn't care. Like, I was just playing my game. It didn't matter to me what the other townies look like. But now that I have a PC, I'm like, well, I'm gonna work on my forever save, and I want people to look nice, because before I was just getting save files from other people whenever I was playing on the Mac, and then when I was playing on console, yeah, I didn't care about that at all. I didn't have mods, nothing. I was cool, so. But once you get into mods, your entire life goes downhill, just so you know. But yeah, so this is the way you can fill up your game with as many townies as you want, but not in your own households. So you're welcome. I'm gonna drop the video that I watched as well. So yeah, just light MCC settings and pushing the little heart, and there you go. Your other households can be just as beautiful as your actual played households, and that's literally it. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this video out because I think I figured this out literally last night, but I was like, oh my god, mind blown. And who knows, somebody else could be looking for this. Well, this is for you. And I'm also gonna again link the video I watched, because that could also be helpful for others. But yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, and if you are here but you've seen my current Let's Play right now, a new episode will be out soon. I already filmed it. I just have to do the machinima for it, and I've really been lacking in that. I haven't been filming those because I've been playing my game. So yeah, I'm gonna drop some updates on Cameron's life on Tumblr. So if you're interested in what's going on and what has been going on, I'm going to be updating that throughout the week. And I'm hoping the new episode will be out by Friday or Saturday of next weekend. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Give me a like, a subscribe, or a comment. And if you are interested in any other type of video like this, I'm open to that. Especially if you want to know how to allow certain sims or certain worlds to connect within your game, just let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.